discus throw of 50 meters 30. Now in the discus circle, Thomas Dvorak. And for Dvorak, this would measure 45.51. And in first place with 6,414 points is the two-time world champion. The Olympic champion now with his second attempt at 5 meters 40. He failed twice at 5:30 before making it on his third try. Newell of Estonia. And he was up and over.
Each decathlete has their specialty event, and Newell's specialty is the pole vault. He has a personal best in excess of 5 meters 60. He can almost compete with the open pole vaulters, and that adds a lot of points to his decathlon score. Actually 1,035 points. Whenever you get over 1,000 points, that is quite phenomenal.
Thomas Dvorak looking for crowd support as he prepares to throw the javelin. He's in first place. The wind is blowing quite strongly at Commonwealth Stadium and could pose something of a problem for the javelin throwers. But not for Thomas Dvorak.
With this new javelin, you'd like to throw with a tailwind. There's been blustery winds all day long. They're throwing into a slight headwind. Thomas has a personal best of 72.32 meters, but on this throw comes up about 4 meters short, 68.53, so that world record is slipping away, but he still is en route for a fabulous score. Over 8,900 points is still possible.
867 points, and he continues to lead with 8,191 points and is headed to a possible third gold medal. Mike Nolan of Canada, his third throw. 58.16, his best so far.
Mike did struggle with his first throw. He is capable of throwing over 60 meters. He's done that before, and that would add precious points to his decathlon score. He'd like to score around 800 points in each and every event to try and break that 8,000 point barrier. And on this attempt, Mike Nolan threw 64.57 meters. A fabulous throw for this young man from Windsor, Ontario, and that adds a precious 807 points to his decathlon score.
So after 9 events, Dvorak, 8,191 points, 123 ahead of Newell. Dean Macy of Great Britain third. Ron?
Thanks a lot, Michael and Don. Mike Nolan of Dorchester on an amazing run here on day number 2 of the men's decathlon. It's interesting, he's a 3-time member of our Universiade teams representing Canada. Dave Steen, of course, bronze medalist in Seoul in 1988, has worked from time to time with Mike, and Dave actually won a gold medal at Universiade in 1983 right here in Commonwealth Stadium. So maybe that was an omen all along. We'll continue our coverage. The final event, of course, is the 1,500 meters. Imagine these men with this muscle and bulk having to run around 4:30 to try and earn points. Michael Smith, I remember, was 4:29 in Tokyo in his silver medal circuit. Back in a moment. Back at Commonwealth Stadium at Edmonton, still to come, the women's 10,000 meters. We'll highlight that throughout the course of our coverage, and the women's 400 meters and a special guest visit from Kathy Freeman. But right now, the men's 1,500 meters, the final event of decathlon with Don and Michael.
The final event of the decathlon, and all of the competitors in the decathlon are running in this 1,500 heat, I should say. This is somewhat unusual, Michael. Usually they split the field up.
They've lost so many competitors to injury, fouls. They've condensed the field. There's only 18 men left, so they decided to group them all. As you saw earlier in the 1,500 meter women's final, 12 finalists go to that event. They have 18 men. These men are obviously larger. It's going to be a little bit messy, especially in the first 200 to 300 meters while they get themselves sorted out.
Now, we've done some calculating. Dvorak of the Czech Republic is the leader with 8,191 points. Newell is in second place. He has 8,068 points. That's Newell, number 328. Dean Macy of Great Britain is in third place, 7,852. Canada's Michael Nolan is in 13th place with 7,434. But Dvorak has a 123-point lead on Newell and is 339 ahead of Dean Macy. So, Michael, it appears that this 1,500-meter race shouldn't be a problem unless he can't finish and doesn't get any points. He should win this quite comfortably.
And you saw on his face that he had a lot of confidence. Eric Newell, on the other hand, looks a little bit nervous. Dean Macy has the fastest personal best of these top three men at 4:23, and Mike Nolan right here is en route to a very good personal best. His personal best in the 1,500 is around 4 minutes 30. If he runs that, he will smash his own personal best by over 100 points.
Now for Dvorak to beat Roman Seberly's world record, he would have to run somewhere around 4:16, and that is really asking a lot because his personal best is 4:29.
That is next to impossible, Don. He showed a lot of fitness in the 400 meters, running under 48 seconds, but that is a huge differential between 4:29 and 4:16. Thomas, I think, will be happy to walk away with this gold medal, $60,000 in his pocket, and a very big smile on his face. You can see he has a lot of confidence. He has so much experience of all these decathletes. Eric Newell, the gold medalist from Sydney last year, knows he has the silver in the bag, is looking for a personal best of his own, hoping to break the 8,800-point barrier.
Now, when you won silver in '91 in Tokyo and then the bronze medal in 1995 in Gothenburg, you really looked forward to this 1,500 event, didn't you?
Oh, with butterflies all the time, Don. In a sadistic kind of way, I look forward to it.
Do most decathletes feel the same way about the 1,500?
I would say 9 out of 10.
So the only real battle here will be to see if Newell can break away from Dvorak, and he would have to win or finish ahead of him by a large margin to erase the 123-point deficit.
That is really too much for Newell to make up. He's just going to try and run his own race. Jiří Ryba of the Czech Republic, another one of the great stable of Czech decathletes, leads the way here. He has the personal best of 4:12, so he is going to be the pacemaker for all the rest of these athletes. Phil McMullen, who's running in second place, just behind Ryba, overshadowed by him. His brother runs the open 1,500 meters for the USA and has a personal best time of 3:33, so some of that 1,500 meter talent may run in the family.
Jadfrin of the United States and McMullen, two American competitors, and McMullen has moved into second place behind Ryba of the Czech Republic, leading the way as they go down the back straight.
That's a pretty good 1,500 meter split, 67 seconds for these decathletes. You saw in the women's open 1,500 meters, they went through the first lap in 63 seconds. Obviously, these men don't have the fitness or the VO2 max of those 1,500 meter women, but they're going to slog their way through. They've gone through 2 long, grueling days, and here Mike Nolan is going to pace himself to hopefully a personal best over the 8,000-point barrier.
Ryba of the Czech Republic continuing to lead the way. Dvorak is running in 9th position.
Even though there were 18 competitors, they've really spread themselves out. Probably over about 60 meters, all in a single line. No one really wanting to break away from the pack. Ryba is leading a group of 4. Followed by a second group who Mike Nolan is involved with. Hopefully that group will get under that 4:30 mark so Mike can break that 8,100-point barrier.
Mike Nolan is right in behind Erky Newell. Newell is in 6th place, Nolan is 7th, and continuing to run from 9th place is Thomas Dvorak. Mike Nolan, the Canadian, coming in, a point total of 7,434. Nolan has now moved up into 6th position behind Erky Newell, number 328. But Dvorak still has Erky Newell well within range. He's only about 20 meters behind. So at this pace, that 123-point deficit would certainly not be made up.
Mike Nolan only has 500 meters to go. He's tucking himself very nicely behind Newell.
Dean Macy has moved up into 8th place as Dvorak continues to run in 9th position as they go through the bell. And it is McMullen of the United States who is leading the way. The two Americans are now up battling for the lead in this 1500, but the focus is back on Newell and Thomas Dvorak.
They go through 1,200 meters in 3 minutes 33 seconds. It's slowed down a little bit, but all these athletes are going to really kick it into gear for the last 200 to 300 meters and really empty the tank. This is all they have left after 2 long, grueling days of competition at a variety of different weather. Very warm during the high jump yesterday, quite cool this morning for the hurdles, warmed up again today. And McMullen is really showing his skill at 1,500 meters. The two Americans battling for the top spot.
Pandren and McMullen as they race towards the finish line. Ryba of the Czech Republic, who was the leader in the early stages of the race. Newell is in 6th position. Mike Nolan trying to hang on to 7th. It looks as though he's going to be caught. And Dvorak is back in 11th place, but there's not a big enough difference between Newell and Dvorak for Newell to wrest the gold medal away. And it's a 3rd World Championship for Thomas Dvorak of the Czech Republic.
And that's a scene I remember very well. When you're the victor, you don't feel tired at all, and when you're not, you feel like laying down on the track and really catching yourself. A fabulous performance by Thomas Dvorak. We'll have to wait on his score. It looked like he came in around the 4:32 mark. A fabulous run for this Czech. Mike Nolan, what a wonderful run. Again, very close to a personal best, just over 4 minutes 30 seconds. He's going to destroy his own personal best. A fabulous day two by Mike Nolan.
Javelin won it. Ryba was 2nd. McMullen 3rd. Roman Severly got up for 4th place, but that did not affect the medals as they are awarded based on this. Dvorak, Newell, and Macy, 1, 2, 3.
Don and Michael, 89.02, 89.02 for Dvorak, and 81.69 for